Hi everyone, my name is Leslie Sloane and I'm the owner of Oracle's Color Therapy and the creator of the Auracle Healing Cards. And I'm going to do a beautiful reading for you this week from July 11th through 17th. Are you ready? The Oracle that popped out is Primary Blue 1 and it's entitled Peace and Spiritual Alignment. And this is another big one that has been coming up with all kinds of people that I've been working with, and because everybody's in the middle of a shift and a lot of people are asking me, what do I do? What am I supposed to do? I'm kind of lost. So here is where this oracle comes in. It's just beautiful. So you see this beautiful dove flying in the heavens, and birds are often thought of as messengers of God, and they're like a supernatural link between heaven and earth, and each species has their own meaning. So the dove you see here is a symbol of peace. The Holy Spirit, it means spiritual cleansing through baptism or initiatory rites. And it was the dove, remember, who came to Noah with the olive branch in its mouth with an offering of peace, hope, and the promise of a new life for all. And so in this oracle, though, the dove has an orange flower in its mouth. And when the orange and the blue come together, it's about expression of one's deep spiritual insights from the heart, because orange itself is about expressions from the emotional body. And when you mix the orange and the blue together, you get a very deep, 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 almost like an olive green, and that is about the truth seeker. So the blue itself, it's the throat chakra. And it rises when we are ready to open to spiritual guidance and divine light, where we receive messages from, quote unquote, out of the blue, which is a very common phrase used that we talk about when we refer to gifts coming from the heavens to benefit our lives. But we can't really trace them in the physical world in the moment. And so the blue rises also when it's time to align with a deeper sense of truth. And there's the green again when you mix the orange and the blue. It's a deeper truth within you, speaking and acknowledging it. And acknowledging it through the sound of your own voice, hearing your own words. So it's the power of your authority returning, which will also hold you safely as you walk your path. So that means that when you feel that power coming through you and you wish to say something because something's irking inside of you, something wants to come out, the acknowledgement is let it come out, let it be said, because it's a truth that is aligning with you. And it doesn't matter if it works with anybody else. It's aligning with you and it needs to be said. So when you do that, then you set yourself free. Freedom is also orange. Orange is the opposite of blue. And there's the truth again. You set yourself free by speaking your truth and keeping in alignment with what you need to do. So the primary blue 1 comes through when it's time to explore the power of your voice through public speaking, singing, chanting, toning, all these things to remove blockages in the throat, because this is the color of the blue, which governs the throat chakra, as I had mentioned before. And so when using this oracle, it's going to help you to align your spirit with new levels of inner peace and personal authority, because when we are in our truth, we're peaceful. And so it's going to assist you in becoming more attuned to the sound coming from your inner being that wishes to express itself through new levels of creation and spiritual guidance, because this is going to help you feel more confident in asserting your authority. And it's also going to help you to deepen your intuition, because orange is also intuition. And so it's going to help you deepen your intuition by giving you the courage to follow your guidance and receive it without judging it or doubting it. So where in your life do you need to feel more peaceful? Where is it that you know you're out of alignment? Where do you know? And I'm gonna just give you like a metaphor, but these things really happen. Say you're watching a movie and you see women sitting around the table, and they're all talking and just being in each other's company for support. And one of the women is asked, well, so what's happening with you and in your life? And she says, well, I think I need to, and then all of a sudden she gulps and she pushes it down and her eyes water. She might say, I think I need to change my job. I need to get a divorce. I just found my husband cheating on me. All these other things come up that she doesn't want to acknowledge. I just found out I'm sick. Whatever it is, she's not acknowledging it and she's pushing it down. And so this is all part of that when you push it down, it goes into the orange, which could be trauma and shock. And this is where you go into addictive behavior. So this is very important that we allow these messages to come out, because it is our soul guiding us to the next level of our luminosity. It's very important. Our guides and our soul as one. It's not outside of you. It's all inside of you. So this is all part of this journey. So just have a feel about where can you align with the messages that have been wanting to come out of you, but you've kind of said, no, I don't want to say anything yet. Because when you say it, you have to take action on it, right? You have to move forward with it. Otherwise, you're betraying your soul. And that's why people don't want to acknowledge things verbally. And so it's the power of the word, the energy that comes out of the fact that you speak something, you say, yes, I'm in alignment with it. Yes, I'm ready to go. Yes, I'm ready to make this change. Yes, I'm willing to do it. Or you can say, I know I need to make this change, but I'm not ready at the moment. Just acknowledge it. And that's all that's necessary. Just acknowledge it. And that's one step closer to the next level of your path. So have a feel about that. And for those of you who don't know anything about the oracles, these are beyond the angel, tarot, and guidance cards, which are two-dimensional, that engage your mental body only. We've taken a template and brought in sacred geometries such as the flower of life and the Merkaba and the sound such as the Om, and many, many other things, prayers of light, the sound of love coming from each of the oracles, each of the color vibrations, and we've layered them so they're multi-dimensional, multi-level, like you and like me. And so it allows you to feel them. So they are the bridge from divine realms into your feeling body. So we have tens of thousands of layers of these words and prayers and light coming through the oracles. So when you hold them, when you see them, you'll know that they're not flat. And you will experience things moving into your atomic structure, creating what we call particle alignment. That means that because they carry the sound of love, and you have lineages of thought forms that are fear-based that you don't even know about, because most of what we work with is unconscious matter from our ancestral lineage all the way to our present lineage. They begin to dissolve the distortions which have trapped the pain in your body that you're not aware of through the thought forms of fear. And so that, because pain creates fear, but love releases it. And it allows you to bloom, and it allows your own sound of love to rise in your body when we take out the garbage and let in light. When you burn the dross, burn that which covers your light in your cellular memory off. So that does not resonate with love is being burned away through the fires of your own awakening. So through the sound of love, it creates an illumination of fire, an awakening, a burning of things that no longer serve your purpose. And then through that, you begin to rise in your true light. And that's the most important thing, that you have a deep, powerful conversation with your soul as you choose the oracles, which show you a story that unfolds, that your soul is trying to tell you is necessary in order for you to see the change outside of your life, or to accelerate into something that is your passion. So whatever it is, or to pull out the pain and to forgive, whatever it is, because it will connect you back into a greater sense of self, self-esteem, self-love, self-confidence, courage, strength, light, your own luminosity. So that's what the oracles do. They support you in awakening to your own luminosity without judgment or criticism, or the monkey mind getting involved, creating more doubt for you. This is now about you unfolding into your iridescent self, because remember, we're human beings. H-U-E. That means aura. That means light. So we are light beings. And the term enlightenment means to be light. And so this helps you to dissolve the denser cold state of mind or lower frequencies in your cells. And I don't want to say lower because that's duality, but denser, more contractive thought forms into those which are expansive. And that's where you heal yourself through the illumination. And you'll know it right away when things just are let go of because you feel lighter. You don't necessarily know what it is, but you know you feel lighter. So this is working with you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, etherically, in the spatial matter around you, and also past, present, future, parallel lifetimes. So this is multidimensional, multi-layered. You can kind of think of it as a stack of pancakes with different fruits and flavors kind of wedged in between the pancakes. And so it gives you a fuller, broad taste and deliciousness, a feel of deliciousness, rather than just one layer of pancakes with honey on it. Now you get a whole bunch of fruit and a whole bunch of, or what, chocolate or whatever it is you want. And I'm using something, of course, the sweetie stuff to give you an idea of what multidimensional is. And so anyway, so there you go. So it works with many, many aspects of yourself. And I also, I explain this deeply in the workshop, which is an introductory workshop. Anyone can take, whether you have the oracles or not, doesn't matter, because I take you on a journey that is very sacred, very magical. No one has ever told this story before, and I just was told by my guides in 2014, at the end of 2014 when I came back from Egypt, that this is now the time because people are beginning to awaken to the sense that they are not just a third-dimensional energy, and you want to change deeply, and so this is all part of that energy. So the workshop is very interactive, and you get a PDF and you can follow all the way through. You're going to have a gorgeous meditation and another gazing session, which is really beautiful. But you're going to hear information you've never heard before, but you're going to recognize it, and it's going to ignite codes inside of you and awaken multidimensional aspects of yourself you have never met before. So hang on, because it's really an amazing journey. So I certainly urge all of you who have the oracles to take it, because when you know the oracles, you know your soul. And there's a very deep story in there about the merging of your soul and unifying your soul with the universal mind. And that is the most important relationship you're going to have ever as a soul. So thank you, everyone, for sharing this with people you love, who you know are awakening, and who are really wanting to discover deeper elements within themselves and a deeper truth within themselves, because that's what the oracles do. They set you free. They set you free out of the program, but you're the one that chooses them. And I will, by the way, have some new videos coming in for all the light workers and for all of you who do tarot card readings, to show you how to work with these in a way, just when people are not there with you, and to do readings for people who are across the world or people who are ill and they're in hospitals. We're going to address that. So it's one step at a time, but we're getting there. So stay tuned. And now we're at the end of the video. I'm going to leave you with 30 beautiful seconds of gazing with this gorgeous mandala, primary blue 1. And as I normally do, if you have some pen and paper handy, perfect, because as the healing transmissions and the sound of love come through the blue, and remember, it's just because it's blue doesn't mean it's going to affect you in the throat. It might affect you someplace else that has to do with your personal story, because we're all so unique. So see where the energy goes as you're having a gazing session, and see if any words or phrases or situations come up that you would like to write down, and then there's an emerging of another part of your personal story that has to do with the blue. So stay tuned for more magic, everyone. I will be back next week with more. So have a beautiful journey with the primary blue 1 oracle. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.